Hello and welcome back to Creative Connor. Today's inspiration card is this one. This is a birthday wishes card. This is a card that I made, and this is what I will be making today. This is the inside. The inside is blank. I'm not sure what I want to put on the inside yet for the greeting, but this is the front of the card. I have a canvas flower and some paper flowers here. And for my sentiment, I use birthday wishes with one purple bling. And I have some designer paper here and designer paper for this layer, the background. And I use a notebook paper I had in my designer paper pack. And I use some trim I had in my stash. So let's begin making this card. It's going to be slightly different a little because I ran out of my canvas flower. So I will be using paper flowers for the top and the bottom. So let's begin. Okay, so I have my background piece, which is in purple, and I will have the measurements in the description box. And I have all of my pieces. I have my trim. I have two pieces of trim because I'm gonna put one on the front and one on the inside. So I have this trim here, pretty. So I will be using this. And this is the flower I will be using for the bottom, the front of the card on the bottom. And it has like a little dot or something in the center. And then I will be using my paper, my other little flowers I have. Let me see what these are called. These are by Paper Studio. Yeah, and these are paper flowers. So I got that from here, from the Paper Studio from Michaels. Or from, I'm thinking Paper Studio is Hobby Lobby. Yes, from Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so these are the paper flowers I will be using. And I have my layers here. And this is my sentiment. This one here is Best Wishes, and I use a bling piece as the dot of the eye. And here are my layers. Okay, so let's piece this together. I'm going to start with the bottom piece first. And I'll be using my Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. So I'm getting ready to glue this piece. To the bottom edge of my base. Okay, so the next piece I will be adhering is the top piece, which is this piece here. And I'm going to put that right there. So let me add glue to this. And I'm going to adhere this down. Here, make sure you cover the edges. And press down. That's why I like to use the Tumbo Mono liquid glue, because it gives you that little time to shift the paper and move it to where it needs to be before it actually dries. Okay, so this is how the card looks so far. So now I'm getting ready to add my trim to hide where the two pieces meet. So what I'm going to do, instead of using my liquid glue, I'm going to use some tear and tape. Using my tear and tape. And I'm going to put a strip right in between where those two meet. Those two pieces meet. And I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to make sure that is pressed down well before I take off the covering. Okay, so I'm using the tip of my scissors to remove the layer from the tearing tape. And just pull that off. Okay, now I'm ready to add my trim, which is here. Add it right where I need it, where I laid the tearing tape. And just press that down and make sure it's straight before you press down. Okay, and if you have some overhang, you want to cut that off. Okay. And I'm going to cut this little piece off here. Okay. Okay, and this is how it's looking. So far, so good. So now I want to add my bottom layer where the sentiment is going to be. And I want to tilt it. I want to tilt it at an angle, if I may. Like here. I want to make sure I have that same amount of space in between the ribbon. So let's see. So I'm thinking that's right, like right there. Yeah, I want to make sure I tilt that. So, and it probably come to right here. So let me get ready to adhere this piece. And make sure I tilt at an angle. Like right there. Perfect. Okay, now I'm getting ready to add my sentiment layer, which says best wishes, and I'm going to tilt that at an angle as well. And I think right there is fine. Let me put glue on that. Okay, and press down. That's how that looks. It's coming out real nice. Okay, now I'm getting ready to, I think I want to move to the inside first before I add my flowers. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to place my layer here because I want to decorate this part as well on the inside. And I'm going to stamp my greeting right here on this part once I decide what greeting I'm going to stamp, because right now I'm undecided. So I'm going to leave that blank for now. So let me just adhere, put some glue on this piece. And press down. And get rid of any overhang that you will have. And like I said, once again, I will have the measurements in the description box. So you can make this card, make it your own, whatever you have. Like I always say in my videos, whatever you have in your stash, you can make this card. It don't have to be the same size card. You don't have to add flowers. You can put something else instead of flowers, but just know that you can create this card with what you have in your stash. Okay, so now I want to add the trim, and I'm going to use my tearing tape again. Right above that designer piece. I'm going to press down to be sure it adheres completely, and I'm going to use the tip of my scissors to remove that top layer. I need to move this over because some got in the center. Okay, now I'm getting ready to add my little trim piece. I think I'm going to add it right here. This is the inside, and once again I'm going to stamp my greeting right here, so you have that little decorative touch at the bottom where your greeting is going to be above right here. Okay, so now this is how it looks. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to add my flowers. Okay, this is the one I want to add at the bottom corner here. I want to add this one right here. Probably here because I want that little piece of trim to show. So I'm going to move it over and add that there. So let me get my glue. And I'm going to put that right here and press down for a few seconds. And there, that's how that one looks. That's pretty. That is so cute. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to add my other flowers, and they will be right at the top corner, and I will have the little ones surrounding the big one, just like on my inspiration right here. See, I have the big one here, and then I have the little ones coming around like that. Okay, so first I'm going to put down the big flower first. I'm going to press that down and hold it for a few seconds. Okay, then I'm going to add the little bitty ones. And I like to kind of move the little leaves back a little bit. just to open them up just a tad. And I'm going to put one here. And press down for a few seconds. Let's see, did it? I might have to, yeah. Okay, get another one. Put that there and press down. And add this last one. And press down. Make sure it dries. So I'm holding it together for a few more seconds. To 5. Give me a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that's it. This is the card. It is so pretty with the flowers, and this is a pretty card anybody would love to receive on their birthday. This is really nice. And it says best wishes. So when I get ready to put my greeting on the inside, they will also have that same designer paper from the front on the inside with the same trim, and the greeting will be here. And if you want, you can still write a little personal message also as well, or just write your personal message here, and you don't have to put a greeting. Yeah, so that's it. Let me bring in my inspiration. I also want to show you some other ones that I made, but this is the first one. This will say best wishes, and this one say, no, this will say, I'm sorry, birthday wishes, and this one say best wishes, and that's that one. So let me put this one we just finished. I just finished over here to dry. And here goes some other ones I made earlier. I love this one. This one is like a light blue, and this one say thinking of you. And I used the little paper, these paper flowers came with like little sparklies, like little glittery glitter on them on the tips, so you can see it sparkle. And these are the same paper flowers that I used on the first card. You can see that, hopefully you can. But this is that one. Then I added some pearls for accent. And the designer paper had some gold foil writing. And on the inside, it's just blank. I haven't put my greeting inside. But yeah, this is that one. So pretty. Okay, the other one, this is the first one that I made right here in pink. I made 2 in pink, so this is the first one. And I used the canvas flower, and I sponged the edges around the designer paper. And the paper flowers here have pearl accents. And I also added some pearls to the designer piece at the bottom. So you have all that pearls right up in here on the flowers, right in the center. And I added some twine, some brown and white twine on this one. So you got your little bow. And this will say a very happy birthday to you. And on the inside, I added the designer paper, like on the front, I added with the trim as well. That same trim I used earlier, I added it to the front and to the inside. And I did stamp a greeting on this one. This one say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118 and 24. Knowing that it's your birthday, it's still a day that the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. So I think that was a nice greeting to put in for a birthday card. And like I said, you can always add your personal greeting as well. So this is that one. This one is pretty. I love this one. I really do. And this is the other one I made in pink. It's the same as this one, but it doesn't have the twine. It doesn't have, that's the only difference. It doesn't have the twine, and I think the inside is different. But let's take a look. This is the canvas flower I used for this one, and I used this flower I had for embellishment flower, and it has a button, and this will say faith makes all things possible. So it's more like a motivational card for somebody who's down and out and they need that spiritual note. And this is something, and this one is blank. I didn't put anything on the inside, but when I'm ready to, I will put that inspirational greeting or motivational greeting on the inside. But this is that one. So this is all the ones right here. So pretty. And this is the one I just made. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I was able to inspire you to create beautiful cards for your friends and family. I'm here to create and inspire you, and I hope I did that today. And thank you so much, so very much for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button to be reminded to get that notification to say, hey, I posted a video today. Go take a look. But thank you so very much. Like I said, if you have any comments, questions, please add them in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer them to the best of my abilities. And just thank you again for joining me today, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.